Welcome to Cultural Chronicle of Know Your Roots. I'm your favorite girl from the north, Matthew Mikes, and today I am here with a special guest. Sir, can you kindly introduce yourself to the viewers?
Okay, my name is Blessed Karam Haruna, but you can call me Blessed Karam Katitra from Azunkwa.
Azonkwad. Okay, can you share a little about yourself and your culture?
So I'm Jew by tribe. I speak Jew, Hausa, and English. Um, I am based in Abuja. I do the Lord's work, and then it's good to have you here. I'm just someone who is passionate about the culture, especially cultural renaissance.
Okay,
Yeah, thank
that's
you.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, beyond the food, clothing, and the language they speak,
Yeah.
what is culture?
So I think culture to me is an identity.
Okay,
Something that you can be identified with, something that shapes your character, your dealings, your day-to-day activities with people, something that can be attributed to you that whenever people sees you, they know this is where you come from. And it has to do with language, your values, because I feel every other culture have their own values. So when you people see your values, they can easily attribute your values to your culture
sure.
without even speaking your own language, without even wearing your
Attire, your
attire.
clothes.
And there are some common either slangs or things you say, and then can easily be attributed to you. So I think
Like your
culture is
mother
an
tongue,
yeah
the way you talk.
the way you talk, your accent. So I think culture to me is an identity you wear, either in terms of clothing or character or attitude, something identifiable to your roots.
Okay, that's very interesting to know.
Thank you.
And when you were trying to make your points, you made mention of something that shaped you. So regarding that, it brings me back to this very question: how has your culture shaped you? Like your cultural background, how has it shaped your life?
So the truth is that they say if you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going to. So culture
That's where it
itself,
comes. Know your roots.
yeah, know your roots. Just like what I've said earlier, culture itself is what shapes us, and then what can easily be how has my culture shaped me in my
Yeah.
day-to-day activities. So, and then we need to understand that culture varies from tribes to tribes, places to places.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a Baju man myself, I think Baju people are known to be hunters and farmers. Some of our cultural values has to do with a lot of discipline, respect for people.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's mostly the Southern Kadunans
Southern
entirely, I
Cardinals.
guess.
So I am typically my culture can be seen in me that I am a farmer. Anywhere you see me, I discuss farm. Sometimes you may see me in Abuja, and then but when it comes to agriculture, we discuss it. When it comes to hunting, anything that gives money in aspect of my culture, I know it. And then in my day-to-day activities, my values, the way I respect people, the way I take myself, you will know that
You are a
yeah, my
cultural
culture is
person.
embedded in me, and you all agree with me that Black women are men of courage, so we are not timid. When you see us, you know we are very
I don't want
confident.
to argue that.
Yeah, so we are so confident, especially when we know what we are doing and whatever we are doing. Those things we are doing are legitimate. A Black man is very confident. He can stand with his shoulders high and defend. When you see a Black man who is so confident to that level, some people even tag it as being arrogant, but they don't know that it's embedded in our culture. This is who we are. Respect is one of the core aspects of the Baju people. So we have a great respect for people, leaders, and communities, and anybody will come across, especially people that are older than us. I think it's something that has shaped us. It's part of our culture.
Oh. Not really, perhaps. I'm not saying that the Benjamin ends confidence, you get, but I feel the way we are being shaped, like culturally,
Yeah.
I don't feel we're being shaped to be this confident. They mold us to be so respectful, and that takes away the confidence in us
Okay.
that when your elder is talking, you don't have the right to correct him, whether the person is right or not. So, talking about confidence, I feel your confidence is coming from the touch of your royalty.
Not necessarily from the Budgetman himself, just like what I said in my introduction, a hunter, a farmer. So if for
It's
you to be a
not from
hunter,
a budgetman.
no, I'm telling you for a fact. I'm telling you for a fact that budgetmen are very confident, and then
No.
they tag it as arrogance.
I'm not.
because-
I'm not going to go with that point because I
It's
know a
okay.
lot of budget men that have zero confidence. It's okay. I don't have. I'm not. I'm not disputing
It's
the
fine.
fact.
It's fine.
No.
But from the little I've known, and then from you can do your research, you know that budgetmen are very confident. Anyway,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
like
For
what I
those
said,
that have the
I said
confidence, yeah.
when the point they are defending is legitimate, they will be confident at it. But if it
Okay.
is something illegal, they will not be confident. They are very, very confident at that. They can tell you, stand up to your face and tell you this thing is wrong or this thing is right. And
They
people
are
see it
so
as arrogant. They
bold.
are bold and confident, right? And
Okay.
then so that's my point, just to buttress on that.
Well, I'll still stand with my point that I feel your confidence is coming from that, but I must commend you for your confidence because I see a lot of your work online, the
Okay.
way you address issues, and that I must commend you for that.
Thank you. Okay.
If you have the power to preserve only one part of your culture for the next 100 years, what will you choose?
Preserve.
Your question is basically in the aspect of cultural preservation.
Yeah.
So, if I have the power, one aspect of the Baju culture I would love to preserve is Jew. That's the language. Because I
Okay.
think the language should transcend any other thing. Without the language, every other aspect of it will erode. So I feel cultural preservation, the language itself, is what I will promote. And because the rate at which languages are going into extinction,
Yes.
so until when we preserve the language itself, that's when you can communicate the cultural values of that of the people. So I think if I have the power, I think I will want to preserve the language itself. That's Jew.
All right, that's interesting. That's really a nice one because these days you find out that a lot of people, especially the southern part of Kaduna, they don't. You go to the villages and you find out that these little children cannot even speak their tribe any longer.
It's unfortunate.
Since you've traveled around the country,
Yeah.
so if you have like 1 minute to introduce yourself to someone from another country, like you have to introduce yourself using your culture,
Okay.
how will you do that?
So mostly I do that.
Okay.
I tell them I'm from Nigeria, and then most time I say like Awumba, and then they'll be like, "You say what?" I say that's brother, like brotherly in my local dialect. I'm from
Okay.
Nigeria, and then I'm from the north. But my local dialect, I say Awumba, brotherly. They'll be like, "Okay, that's good."
Oh,
You get so that's why most times I go around with my attire. When you see, I say, "No, this is the color
yeah,
of my."
I've seen a lot of your
Yeah.
pictures like that.
Yeah, so I tell you, this is where I come from. These are my colors, Awumba, and then they'll be like, they laugh, and then we go. And
That's,
from my name, when I tell you my name is Karam, they'll be
yes.
like, Karam, it sounds like Indian name, this and that. I say, no, it's my native name.
It sounds like Indian name, Karam.
Yes, there are Indians that bear Karam.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
That's really interesting.
Yeah,
Karam.
Introducing myself to you, I tell you my name is Karam. You'll be like, what does it mean? I'll tell you, it's a Jew name. I'm Baju by tribe from Kaduna State, southern part of Kaduna. They start asking, oh, yeah, from this place. And then, so it's a way of introducing myself. Either I'm putting the attire or through my name or through the way I greet you.
So when you tell them you're from Kaduna or that, don't they take you as a Hausa person? Like,
So I take my time to explain these things to them. Yeah, that we are from the north does not mean we are all Hausas.
That I don't know why people always confuse us like that and all, but I guess it's from they say the ethnic groups they all have.
Yeah, the major ethnic groups in the north is Hausas, and Hausa is the most predominant language. But that doesn't invalidate the fact that we have other minority tribes like that.
I guess that's why that's one of my motivation to push the southern Kaduna the most because yes, that's one of my motivation. When you go out, you say you are from the north, they just be like, oh, you are Hausa.
So that's you telling our story.
That's me telling our story and trying to tell people that Hausa is just like one of a subsidiary language in the north. Yes. So, and have you heard of Know Your Roots before?
Of course, yeah, of course.
Okay.
You made a video of me walking on your
Red carpet. Right. That's nice. Rounding this up, I would like you to tell us a little about you, like your cultural aspect, your favorite food.
Being a traditional man myself, right? So I think I love the jokadak.
Jokadak, that's
the bigger beans,
the bigger one, the
brown
white,
beans,
the brown one.
Yeah, with churang.
What's churang?
Sesame seed, the black one, right? Sesame.
Okay.
So it's called churang in Jew.
Wow.
So I love it with that.
Yay.
Ridi.
Yes. You're really a cultural person. Yes. Your exhibition, the last one
Yes.
at
Awumba
Awumba.
Festival,
Yes. I documented part of it, I guess now.
Yeah.
Honestly, you really know a lot about culture.
So
Seems I should be your PA so that you'll be guiding me through this.
possibly, I hope I can pay you anyway.
You can pay me. It's not that expensive. What's your advice to the youth out there about culture?
My advice to the youth out there is that culture is our identity. Everywhere we go, we cannot disassociate ourselves from where we come from. Especially I myself, a Budgie man, I cannot go out and say I'm not a Budgie man. I cannot deny my roots, right? If you deny your roots, when you die, they'll bring you back home. And
Definitely.
So we need to embrace our culture, our cultural values. We need to respect our parents and our traditional rulers, our leaders, our community leaders. And in that way, it's a good way to identify with the culture, and it's a good way to promote the culture. I remember there was a day my dad took me to visit the late district head of Zanko, Musa Gaya.
Okay.
And I think that was the first time I went with my dad. And then immediately we got to the office, we wanted to greet him, and then my dad now squat down and then he now asked me to go down with him. So we had to go down and greet him. So it's something that has been embedded in me since that time. So that respect for culture, leaders and community. So I think it's a good thing to do.
That's really interesting. I really admire your love for your culture and your people, because oftenly it seems you visit home. You do. You really try.
Home is where our people are, and home is where we come from, and we have to identify with home.
Definitely know your roots. So thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to have this educational section, and I hope that you all have learned a lot from our guest, Karam. See you all in our next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.